Welcome to BasicAI. This video will guide you through the BasicAI image tool, which helps you annotate or label image data, including object detection, tracking, and segmentation. The image tool interface can be divided into several sections. Before we begin, let's take a look at some common features and settings. Right-click and hold to drag the canvas. Scroll the mouse wheel to zoom in, out. Left-click on results to select them. Once selected, the focus will automatically be on the result. You can click here to switch selection mode, whether to select the fill or contour. Press Z to reset the canvas position. You can configure the settings here, adjust the display for the image, results, and comments, and enable some auxiliary tools for drawing. At the workflow bar, you can access basic data information and perform task-related operations. Please refer to the document for more details. Now, let's begin object detection. Choose Instance in the Mode switch. You need first to select Tools, draw on the image data, and then choose its class and attributes. We offer a range of annotation tools for you. Hover to find its hotkey. Select the tool, click on the image to set the start and end points, and a bounding box will be created. You can adjust it directly with the mouse or use hotkeys for more precise edge movement. Rotate the bounding box using the rotation axis above it, or draw a rotated one directly using the measure line. Select the tool, click on the canvas to add nodes. You can draw horizontally or vertically. Press the space or enter key to close the shape. By clicking the icon below, you may find a polygon plus tool. When you draw, the shape will close automatically after reaching the specified number of sides. You can switch on shared edge mode. When creating a new polygon, by edges means it will automatically share edges with intersecting polygons. By points means you can connect 2 points on an existing shape to share edges. Use L to switch the shared edges. You can add, delete, or drag points on the created polygon. Hold the Shift key to drag the entire shape directly. Hold down Shift to select 2 overlapping polygons. Click Hollow Out. The smaller polygon will be hollowed out from the larger one. The process can be repeated once. You can click here to cancel the hollow. The result will be split into the main body and several new polygons. Select multiple overlapping polygons and click Crop here. Crop 1 uses the first selected result as a tool to clip the overlapping parts from the other results, while Crop 2 operates in the reverse. Select the tool, click on the canvas to add nodes. Press the space or enter key to finish. You can add, delete, and drag points on it. Hold the Shift key to drag the entire shape directly. To create a copy of a polyline, select it and hold down Ctrl while dragging. You can switch on shared edge mode. When drawing, connect 2 points on an existing shape to share edges. Select a non-endpoint on a polyline and press Shift and F. The original polyline will be split into 2 separate polylines. Hold down Shift to select 2 polylines. Click Merge at the top left corner. Merge 2 into 1. Merges the start of the second result with the end of the first, while Merge 1 into 2 operates in the reverse. Select a node on the polyline and press Shift and E. You can draw a new polyline from the selected point. Click on the nodes of the original polyline to complete the editing. Select the tool and put the center point. Click to adjust the shape, then click again to finish drawing. You can adjust its shape and size. Click its center point to drag the entire shape directly. Select the tool and put the center point. Click again to finish drawing. You can adjust its radius. Click its center point to drag. Select the tool and click on the canvas to add nodes. Press the space enter key to finish. You can delete and drag points on it. Hold the Shift key to drag the entire curve. Select the tool. Click on the image directly to add points. You can also click on the edges of an existing shape to add nodes. Select these key points and press T to annotate. Open the toolpad. You can click here to adjust the display. Select a class, choose a numbered key point, position it on the canvas, and select an attribute for each point. You can then scale and move the sample skeleton to examine the details more closely. Once all key points are set, the skeleton will automatically close. Or you can press space or enter to manually finish. By selecting key points on it, you can drag, delete, or modify their attributes. If the equidistant skeleton is enabled, you can click equal and draw a curve or polyline. The key points will be evenly distributed along the drawn shape. Select the tool, draw two bounding boxes on the image for the front and back, and they will be automatically linked to form a pseudo 3D box. You can adjust the shape by dragging the boxes or nodes. Hold down Shift to select multiple results. Press Ctrl and G to create a group. Nested grouping is supported. In the results list, you can remove a specific object from a group by clicking Ungroup. To dissolve the entire group, select it and press Ctrl, Shift, and G. Press Y to show the measure line while using other tools. You can use hotkeys to rotate the angle of the measure line, easily drawing a rotated bounding box. In the Settings pad, you can configure measure tools. You can customize its color, name, and size. Press U to show it. Press I to show the bisector. The number of divisions, width, and color can be configured in the Settings pad. In addition to manual annotation, you can also run models to enhance efficiency. Click here to configure. You can choose the model, whether to predict all classes in it or set up confidence and classes manually. Then, apply the settings and run. Click the icon again to display the AI annotation results. Now, let's assign classes and attributes to these results. Press T to show the Classes and Attributes pad. First, select a class for the object. Below the class tag displays its constraints. A class invalid error appears if the result fails to meet these limits. Then, fill in its attributes. There are 5 input methods: radio, multi-selection, drop-down, text, and rank. As for tracking objects in a scene, you can either copy attributes from other objects in the same frame or apply the current attributes to other frames of this object. In the Advanced section, you can easily update information for the selected object across all frames. Mark all results as ground truth, merge, split, and delete. The annotated objects will be automatically numbered and categorized by class in the result list. You can select to view or edit it. The results will display different validity statuses. You can edit the entire class and perform batch operations. At the top, you can filter results by class and tool, delete, and set up result previews. On the right side, you can switch to the validity, classifications, and comments lists. Please refer to the document for more details. When annotating a scene, you can track objects across frames in the timeline area. Select a labeled object and switch to another frame. A dashed shape will indicate its position, matching the previous labeled frame. You can also run the auto object tracking. First, configure the process. Currently, we only support the copy method. You can choose options for applying to selected or all objects, tracking forward or backward frames. More results and frames will increase runtime. Click Object Tracking. The results will be applied to image data across frames. You will need to adjust the size and position manually in each frame. Here, you can merge or split tracking objects. For example, if Result 1 and Result 4 pertain to the same object, we can merge them to maintain the consistent tracking ID and class. Select Result 1 and merge from the target 4. Then, Result 4 will be deleted, and its information will be merged into Result 1. Like the reverse of merging, an object can be divided into multiple parts. Select an object and choose a specific frame. Click Split and set the class for the new object. They will be separated from the selected frame. Switch to segmentation mode. Here, we mainly focus on using segmentation tools, while other features like display settings, classes and attributes, and result management are similar to object detection. Click the brush icon and start segmentation on the data canvas. You can switch tools, which we will discuss later. Press Space or Enter to finish the drawing. Select a result. You can continue drawing to edit it. Click the eraser icon to crop the region. Press ESC to cancel the selection. When creating a new result, it will automatically avoid the already divided area. By clicking the cover icon, it will cover up the original segmentation results. For the brush tool, you can change the brush width according to your needs. Switch to the polygon tool. Click on the canvas to add nodes. Press Space to finish the drawing. You can use the fill tool to fill an enclosed area. Selecting a result and filling in the area will modify the original result, while directly filling in an area without selection will produce a new result. The Fill tool can also be used to combine two segmentation results into one result. You can also run segmentation models by clicking the Intelligent tool. Feel free to check out the document for more details. See you in the next session.